right, everybody, this is Nick with Illinois Storm Chasers and Storm Science. So I'm currently on I-39 heading north towards the storm in Sublette. This one is looking quite interesting. I am about 6-7 miles away from the area of interest. This storm is starting to really get that supercellular shape on radar, and it looks like it to be along the warm front. So, you know, this is the storm that if something's going to happen, I anticipate it happening with this storm as we near sunset. So I'm not going to talk much. I'm just going to let you guys watch. This stream will be going on now continuously from this point forward until the storm threat or my chase has ended. So enjoy the stream. If you have questions, feel free to ask them. I may not be able to answer them once I'm stopped because I may be doing other things. But again, enjoy the ride. Northern Illinois, the event is underway. So take all watches and warnings seriously as we progress through the evening. I gotta get off soon. And sorry, you guys may hear me talking to myself. Just trying to figure out what my next moves are. I can make it up to 34.
In 2 miles, take exit 7.
Nope. What is the road that goes northeast? Okay. Stay out ahead of it. So this storm I'm heading to in Sublette has a very, very large wall cloud. One of my chasing buddies, Alec, just sent a picture of it. So throughout the event, I will do my best to turn the streaming camera so you guys can get the best view possible. But this storm is looking like a legitimate threat for those of you in Sublette, in Paw Paw, in Stewart, in Shabona. That general area, eventually downstream towards DeKalb, Waterman, Sycamore, that general area. This is the storm that we are concerned with at the moment. So again, I'm heading north on I-39. Gonna be getting off the highway shortly. So try to get underneath the storm. We're going to try our best to stay out of the precipitation and hail with it as it continues off to the east-northeast. best. My next exit is not until Paw Paw. So let's see. From Paw Paw, I am 7 miles away. So 7 miles away is my next exit. Unfortunately, I should have gotten off at that previous exit. So I'm going to be getting pretty darn close to this area rotation. Quite honestly, I might get into a little bit of hail. Crazy, you still see snow out here. I can definitely see the blocky wall cloud off to my west. So yeah, for those of you who are watching, again, I'm on I-39 heading towards Paw Paw. The area of interest is just to my west. And once I get to Paw Paw, I'm going to get back to the east. So this area near Sublet is still the main concern area, at least for the storm I'm on. So again, once I get to Paw Paw, I'll head east, and I might drop south on some of the country roads, just a few miles. But visually, I mean, with nightfall happening, it's getting pretty difficult to make out individual features. So yeah, we'll see. Make this a little bit bigger for you guys. with the amount of lightning in this storm, it's amazing that it's February. Yeah, it's a big blocky wall cloud. All right, now we're heading back eastbound. South Road. Alright, once I get a shot to pull off, we'll take a look back at the storm. Sounds like the sublet storm is now tornado warned, which is the storm I am on. So again, once we get an opportunity, we'll pull off and try to get a look at it. I just want to try to get out of this precipitation. Actually, I'm going to pull off right here. see if we can get a good look at this storm. So again, with nightfall approaching, make it a little difficult to see, but we're going to do our best. So sirens are going off in Paw Paw, as they are in Sublette, as they are in Stewart, Lee. All those areas and Compton should have sirens going off at this point. Yeah, this thing is embedded back in the precip. So I'm actually in a pretty good spot right now. I'm actually going to hang here, let this thing organize a little bit further. And as it moves off to the east-northeast, I should get a decent look at it as it approaches Paw Paw. Paw Paw, it should be, especially on the north end, should be there in the next roughly 20 minutes or so, if that. You know what? I need to go further west. I don't want to wait. We have a little bit of daylight left, so we're going to head back to the west. We're going to drive right underneath. We're going to see what happens. Yeah, the rotation on velocity is really starting to ramp up on the Sublette storm. So again, if you're in Sublette, if you're in anywhere close to that area, what county is that? Is that Kane County? Anywhere in that region that is under that tornado warning, even east towards DeKalb and Hinckley, please take this storm seriously. It is a very potent supercell. At the very least producing very large hail. But as I said, the rotation's really tightening up and a tornado may happen sooner rather than later. So these setups, as night falls, typically the tornado threat will decrease. With this situation tonight, as we get near sunset, and we are at sunset, the environment actually will become slightly more conducive for tornadoes and potentially strong tornadoes at that. Now I know on the stream it's dark. No, it's because of what I'm seeing. It's very dark. Oh, there's something low over there. That's... Move the camera. I'll pull off real quick. What is that we have? Good look at this. We have a very suspicious lowering to my south. Rotation, that's in the right spot. I'm gonna see if I can get up over this hill a little bit. I got some trees blocking my view. Here we go. Pull off a little bit more. All right, so again, it's probably hard to see, but there's our area of interest just off to my west and southwest. If I don't move soon, I'm going to start getting into some of this hail. This lightning is nuts right now. Okay, so I can see the area of rotation and the lowering. Alright, I gotta move. Gotta get back east. Yeah, gotta go back east. And there's the hail. Oops. Forget, you gotta go this way. So there's also another tornado warning storm with a confirmed tornado south of this one. If that one holds together, then I may eventually drop south to that one. This one is very tough to see for the fact that it's really embedded in quite a bit of precipitation. So, you know what? Clear. All right, now we're seeing some more motion. Actually, was that? This was a road right up here. Oh, it is. Oh boy. Oh, there's a really low wall cloud. We have two distinct areas of rotation right now. I have one directly in front of me, and I have another one which is, uh-oh, we might have a tornado development over here. Alright, I gotta move. Goodness. So I feel like I've broken a record, but this storm is just regenerated on the southwest flank near Sublette, and that's still where the area of rotation is. There's a few areas of rotation within the storm, actually. Most concentrated one is the one that's just off to my west. Quite a nice view here. Holy crap, random hailstone. I don't know if you guys heard that. So this rotation should be right up there it is, I think. This is the difficult part about chasing at night. It is so incredibly hard to see. Alright, I gotta move. Oh, that's just a... Alright, time to go. Why there are no sirens, I am not sure. And sorry guys if I cut out a little bit. In these small little towns, sometimes the service is good, sometimes it's not so great. So, should come back. Alright, our next south option, we're going to drop south a little bit to this new area of rotation that's starting to develop to my south. Actually. So once we get out of Paw Paw, we're gonna pull off again because we have a funnel that's about halfway down to the ground right now. So if you're in Paw Paw, please, I have no idea why the sirens are not going off. This storm is still tornado warned, moving into Pawpaw. So if you're in Pawpaw, please take shelter. And a heads up too, beyond the tornado or tornado potential, very large hail is likely with a lot of these storms. This storm is currently warned for hail up to the size of 2 inches in diameter. So we're talking bigger than golf balls, slightly less than tennis balls, but bigger than golf balls. So that can of course cause pretty substantial damage as well. What are we doing, guys? Not really pull off here. I gotta go further. The area rotation now on radar is looking not quite as impressive on this storm. So it, to me, seems like it's still fighting some stable air near the surface. I know the warm front was lifting north. I mean, I'm going to keep with it for the time being. Really love to find a place to pull off, and that was my place to pull off. Clear B, I don't know. Let's go up one more. What to do? Next one. Oh, here we go. Got some rotation off to my north now. The area rotation is just off to the north. A really nice looking lowering. I don't know if that's RFD or if that's what is that noise? All right, time to go. Strong southerly winds feeding into this. This thing is still on the warm front. These winds are coming quick out south. Oh, this thing's trying. Here comes RFD again. Starting to get to the RFD portion. Winds are going to get a little gusty. Might start getting some hail. There's the gusty winds. So the Waterman storm, there's a tornado on the ground there. I'm not on that storm, but that tornado moving towards Hinckley, north end of Hinckley, south of Maple Park. There's a tornado on the ground, so seek shelter if you're in that area. Cloud. Here comes the hail. And now it's time to move. And we have some pretty strong winds going across the roadway right here. These are the northerly winds. Should start getting into a little bit more hail. Very sporadic at this point. And there's the hazards of chasing. Not only was there a massive branch in the road, there's also deer that were crossing the road. inflow tail. Headlight. Well, we might have something just to my north. Velocity uptick, and I see the lowering. Just so hard to discern it. Have I ever said how much I dislike chasing at night? Oh my God, there has to be something there. It has to be. All right. Turn here and watch it real quick. There has to be something up, down in there. Let's get north a little bit. I have a feeling we're going to get right up in this thing to see anything. Next north road's coming up in about half mile. So for anybody wondering, I'm south of Waterman right now. I'm going to be heading north towards Waterman. Wow, what a beautiful storm. Wish it were June when the sun stayed up till 8:30. All right, so now we're starting to get into the core of the storm with all the wind and hail. Oh, there's a good shot. Alright, we're just gonna ride this out. Alright. Start heading back east. Maybe. Alright, so at this light, we're going to, once again, head back. Right now we're heading south, we're going to head back east. So that hail wasn't all that big. Maybe I saw some quarters. I might have seen a couple $half, but those were very sporadic. So, mainly quarters. So, northeast, and then to the east. Alright. So this whole complex is starting to line out into more of a linear complex. And we're seeing little areas of rotation on the leading edge of the complex. So we may be transitioning from a supercellular tornado threat into more of a QLCS tornado threat. There's a tornado on the ground in Kingsway. If you're in Kingsway, take cover. Adam just got picture of a tornado. Wow, get out of this precip. No shot, get out of this precip. Big Rock, you are next in line for this tornado. It's on the ground. Oh, man. I'm gonna try to drop south, get out of this hail. Alright, we're almost out of this hail. So I haven't had a chance to look at the surface observations recently, but the storm by Sandwich, which is heading towards Plano and Yorkville, just the shape of it is a little concerning for me. On velocity, it's not showing much of anything going on, at least in terms of rotation. But that's something to keep a tab on. It's moving east-northeast, so downstream it would eventually go towards Oswego, Boulder Hill, way down the line, Naperville. So we'll keep tabs on that one. One thing I love when you start getting into the hail core, you get these random stones that just start falling. It's always fun. Oh, there's one. There's two. Well, hopefully my new car that I just got 2 weeks ago doesn't get dented up. Funny story is, it's up at in St. Charles at the dealership, getting a repair done to it, and that storm and hail core is heading right for St. Charles. So, oh, that's gonna be fun. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. So, does not look like tornado threat, at least on my storms, is all that great. It is a little bit further north of me, but those are out of reach from a chasing perspective. So, I think what we're going to do is just let this storm roll over us at the gas station and see what kind of size hail we get. Oh, I kind of want to face the other way. Try to put my window down. Yeah, hail size has really dramatically reduced as this complex is kind of lined out into more of a line segment at this point. So this appears to be transitioning to mainly a damaging wind event with embedded tornadoes on the leading edge. And that is about it. So at this point, I'm going to call the chase, as the storms that are still worth chasing or worth pursuing are at this point out of my range. No real shot of getting up to them. So in the Chicago Metro, specifically from essentially I-88 north to the Wisconsin state line, eastward into downtown Chicago, this line of storms is transitioning into a linear complex, so damaging wind risk may increase a little bit, and we may see still some hail and maybe a few brief embedded tornadoes within the line, but it looks to me as if the strong tornado chance is quickly dwindling across the area, which is very good news for, especially with this moving into more of a heavier populated metropolitan area. And of course, as I say it's done, it starts hailing again. So if anything on my way home begins to ramp up again, I'll be sure to go live again. But with that being said, continue to heed any warnings that get issued. Take those warnings and seek shelter, as these storms have a potential to still re-intensify and become tornadic once again. Now, in a few hours, as this complex of storms moves out, expect the temperatures to rapidly fall, and we're going to see temperatures by morning in the teens with wind chills in the single digits and potentially below zero. So it's going to be quite the shock to our system versus what we had today with temperatures in the mid to upper 70s for most areas. So I'll let this go just a couple more minutes because the hail is actually starting to ramp up a little bit again. I'm seeing some stones out there which look like they're approaching about nickel size, so still more than likely sub-severe at this point. But might as well let it go for a few more minutes. Soft hail. And with that rumble of thunder, I think that wraps it up. So again, stay safe everybody, heed warnings, continue watching Storm Signs and Illinois Storm Chasers for more updates as the evening wears